This is Ride News Now. I'm Alison Haislip. Today we are talking about SUVs ruining the hard work of electric cars, why a car can't be a classic if it's also electric, and why navigation feels so old school. Here's the latest in all things mobility. So you know how electric vehicles were supposed to save the future? Well, all of those SUVs we're buying is doing exactly the opposite. The SUV and crossover market is booming right now, not just here, but all around the world. And turns out, since they consume 25% more energy than mid-sized cars, they've gone ahead and undone all of the emission savings electric vehicles were supposed to achieve. Oh, believe me, it gets worse. According to this report by the International Energy Agency, SUVs contribute almost as much to greenhouse gases as the power and energy sector, which includes natural gas and coal. Sure, EVs are rising in sales, but so are SUVs. 2018 was the fourth best year for SUV sales of all time. Nothing will save the planet. Better start saving up for that underground bunker that recycles oxygen. Yay. Y'all are into all, and I mean all, types of mobility, right? Then here's a philosophical conundrum for you. If you plunk battery-powered technology from a Tesla into a classic car, does it remain a classic car? Well, an Italian classic car organization called FIFA has laid down the law and thrown shade at retro EV conversions, declaring that retrofitting a classic car with battery power makes them cease to be historic vehicles. Whoa. Like, if you have a badass V8 powered 1949 Mercury, but convert it to an electric vehicle, like Jonathan Ward of Icon did, does its history die while it magically becomes an electron powered sled of the future? Honestly, that hurts, FIFA. I mean, what if we dig classics but don't want their noise, vibration, and carbon emissions? Does that make us history haters? If so, consider us guilty as charged, because nothing sounds cooler to me than gliding silently along in a classic with absolutely zero emissions, you EV-hating buzzkills. What's the best way to navigate in a car? If you're my parents, you'd think it's relying on a crudely printed MapQuest to see directions like, oh, turn right at the barn and then make a left at the McDonald's. But most automakers have become a bit more sophisticated, as in high-definition mapping systems in self-driving cars. Companies like NVIDIA and TomTom are currently investing tons of money into a high-tech map stored in the cloud that autonomous vehicles can rely on to navigate a city. That's important for Level 2 and Level 3 autonomous cars, which will be the most common forms available. How important? It's going to be a $20 billion industry by 2030 because every car maker is going to want to find a way to put their self-driving cars to the test. Accessing the cloud is cheap, and that could mean that these map systems may drive down the cost of self-driving cars. So maybe in a few years, my car will tell itself to make that left at the McDonald's. For more tech news, join us over at Ride.Tech, and be sure to follow RideTechNews on your social platform of choice. You're like directing airplanes over there. Yeah, whatever, we are a bunch of weirdos. Goodbye and good DuckTales. Danger's close behind you. There's a stranger out to find you. Do is grab onto some DuckTales. Woo! There's a key change there. I don't know if I got it. Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. Also, head to Ride.Tech for stories, reviews, and more news.